Hello, this is Stacy Nicholson at CNR Insurance. Thanks again for watching our online insurance video blog. Today's topic, I think what we're going to do in the next two videos is I'm going to touch on some key coverage gaps that we see when quoting new clients with the agency. Just things that really aren't that expensive, but could be expensive if you didn't have the coverage in place. So the first one we see quite a bit is rental reimbursement or transportation coverage. This is a really important coverage if you just have one vehicle, or if you have two vehicles, two drivers, and you're at fault in an accident that causes damage to your vehicle, and it would then have to go into a body shop to be repaired. Obviously, this coverage would come into play with providing a rental car, so you have a replacement car while it's being repaired. If you don't have the coverage, then it's kind of like a hidden second deductible that you're going to have to pay another $3 a day until your car gets repaired. So it's extremely inexpensive coverage, but an important one if you are involved in an at-fault accident. So that's one that we see quite often. Another one we see that, again, it's not an expensive coverage, but it's called roadside assistance or towing. Again, not expensive. If you have AAA or some other third-party product, again, you wouldn't need to buy this, but if you don't, it's a very inexpensive option to add to your auto insurance policy that can get you towed in an emergency to a local repair shop. So that's something to definitely talk about with your insurance advisor. With us, if you want to make sure you do have that coverage, please take a look at your policies. If you don't, just give us a quick call. It's an easy thing for us to add. But most of our policies that we do quote, we try to offer that as an option. A third coverage gap that we see a lot is, and I've talked about this actually more in depth in a prior video, is umbrella insurance. And again, just to kind of recap this real quick, an umbrella policy will sit over top of both over your auto insurance, your home insurance. If you've got watercraft coverage, it'll sit over your boat insurance. If you have rental properties, it can also sit over your rental properties as well. So it's extremely broad, flexible policy. It's just liability. So what it will do is, if once you've maxed out limits on the basic policies like your auto, it will then drop down and provide an extra layer of coverage from $1 million to, depending upon your needs, we can go way higher than that. I mean, some higher net worth folks, you can probably even get up to $100 million worth of coverage. Just depends upon what you have to lose. So again, it's a very important coverage, but one we do see missing in a lot of folks that we quote. And I think it just keeps coming back to people try to keep their insurance costs down, which is understandable. But what they don't really do is take the time to really assess the cost versus the exposure. And for two cars and a home, some umbrellas can be like $150 a year. So that's a really inexpensive way to protect you and your family, from an extra layer of coverage for a very small cost. So just keep that in mind. But again, thank you again for watching this video. We'll be doing another video next week that will touch on some other coverage gaps that we see. And please follow us on Facebook, follow us on LinkedIn. Check out all our testimonials. We are always looking to help out anyone we can in regards to giving them a free review and consultation on your insurance coverages. So again, thank you for joining today, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.